Hey Brad, okay, this is to show you just the basics of the Grim Forest. So every day from now on, since you are level 55, you're gonna have this additional energy here. It's called distorted energy, and basically every action you'll make, like every move on the map, will consume 1 energy, so you have 30 per day. And it's the same reset as the Cursed City or the Doom Tower, where each of these get Grim Forest, Cursed City, and Doom Tower gets reset like every 30 days or so on a different day. But you have basically a month to finish it, and if you do everything every day for Grim Forest, you'll be able to finish all of hard and all of normal. So I would say each of those takes like, I don't know, like 13 days maybe, something like that. But of course for you don't need to worry about it yet. You're gonna be having like a hard time with normal itself. So okay, so navigate to Grim Forest. It's easy. You either click here on the distorted energy, or you will just go to dungeons, and here at the end you have a Grim Forest. So you will click on it, and by default it's set to hard. So you first have to change it to normal. And as you can see on the map, I didn't play normal at all. Everything is hidden. You see these little roads that they are connecting, right? So if I click on this one, for example, these 3 will unlock and I can go further. And then you have these question marks, and they are just basically showing you that something is there on the road waiting for you. What can wait there? There can wait a battle with normal enemies for a reward, a boss battle for a reward, or a chest, for example, or something called altars. And I'm gonna show you right now what that is. So obviously you can read yourself, everything is said here, everything is explained here, but you just love my voice, so I guess I have to do this. All right, so here at the top you have squad progress and level 1. So basically each fight will give you a little bit of experience, and you'll be leveling up your squad. This is just for the Grim Forest. Like all the bonuses you will get in Grim Forest are staying in Grim Forest. So if you get, for example, 50 attack or 50 health, this will not translate to, for example, Live Arena or Doom Tower. It just stays in a Grim Forest. So if you click here, it will tell you that you have to set up your deck first. I a little bit explained it to you before, but we are going to do it right now. So here at the bottom you have team decks. You click here, and I'm gonna remove my predefined since I already completed it. You are going to have it empty. So as you can see, there is team 1 and team 2, and each team has 10 characters. What will be happening from now on is that basically when you'll go and fight something, it will take like a random 4 characters from team 1, random 4 characters from team 2, and you are going to build a team out of those characters. Eventually what you'll want to do, you will want to have like a few tanks, few supports, few revivers, few healers, few attack champions. But for now, what you will be focusing on is just to get as many 60 level characters as possible, right? So for the normal, you need 20 of those. For the hard mode, you need 40 of those. So you will basically be selecting every 60 level characters you have, and then you will have to fill it up with the rest of the 50 level characters you have, but those will be pretty much unusable. Alright, so how to do that? I don't personally know what's the best. For now, definitely what you'll be doing is that you will, for example, do something like that. So I will choose one of my supports, put it there, and I'm gonna choose different support I have and put it here, right? Now I have 2 supports, so I'm gonna do now damage. I'm gonna put 1 damage in this build, and I'm gonna put different damage in this build, right? And basically, yeah, you want to use your level 60 spread at least, so there's a bigger chance that you can create a team out of level 60s only. And then, yeah, so for you, number one priority is level 60s, and once you will have all filled with level 60s eventually in the future, then you will want to focus also on roles, like what kind of role there is. I'm just gonna quickly fill it up however I feel like, and because for me it doesn't really matter. Like I can beat the hard one, so this one is just, you know, easy. This will also kind of show you that you're going to need different debuffs. You know how every character has an abilities and they have a debuff, right? Like for example, you will give a bleeding on enemy, and whoever attacks the enemy gets healed, right? You have a bunch of debuffs that are going to be needed here. One of those debuffs is, for example, block healing. If enemy has on himself block healing debuff, he cannot be healed. For example, that one is very important. I don't think you have anyone with that debuff yet. Other very important debuff is burning. Also, you don't have a character like that yet, but you will get there eventually. Okay, let me just quickly finish this. Up. Can get you. I don't need Skeletor. You are good. You. And let's get her. Okay, whatever. Like, as I said, to me, this doesn't really matter. Set. All right, so once you pick up your team, you will get this attention. Basically, once you confirm, you cannot change it for the rest of the month. There is a little currency where you can exchange 5 champions per month, but you kind of want to make sure that you selected it correctly. So for you, when you'll be selecting your champions, pick all your 60 levels and then pick 50 levels of those that you kind of want to level up, because there is a chance you will level them up during the month and you can use them later, you know, once they're level 60. All right, so I have my team set up. They are here, and you basically can see your team. Now, back to the squad progress. If you click here, this beautiful window will show up. So we have 3 different things happening right here. First one is trade cards and stat bonuses. As you'll be leveling, every single level will give you 3 options how to upgrade your team, and those are in the stats. So you might get a card that will give you, for example, HP and attack. Then you will get a card that will give you accuracy and defense, and you kind of have to choose between those cards that benefit your team the most. So I will just give you the best strategy there is for the Grim Forest, and it's up to you if you want to do it or not. The best strategy for Grim Forest is, number 1 stat you always want to get is resilience. Resilience basically makes you resist enemies' debuffs on you, and that is extremely important here later. This basically will negate like 30% of the enemy strength. So number 1 is resilience. Number 2 is speed. You know, speed is king. I told you that many times. And after that, it's critical damage, ignore defense, and accuracy. And once, you know, if you have to choose between HP, attack, or defense, go attack, then defense. And HP usually doesn't matter because you're gonna get one-shotted no matter what, right? Basically, what it means that if your character is going to die, it's going to die no matter how much you increase the HP, okay? And by the way, you will see that because I'm on my account now, so you will see that how it looks. So that's for the trade cards, right? This is basically how you level up your squad. Number 2 is altars. Again, you can click and it will show you the altars. Altars are little things you will be finding on the map, and they give you a few bonuses. There is an 8 altar, and draw an additional champion when composing your team for a battle. So, for example, instead of giving you options of 5 champions from team 1 and 5 champions from team 2, it will give you 6 champions from team 1 and 5 champions from team 2. So basically you have a bigger chance of getting a character you want. Redraw altar is that sometimes whatever you are given for the battle is not good enough, no matter how you create your team from it. You can basically reshuffle your card, your champions, and you will get like a new options. And Curio Altar is what I will explain with the next thingy. So here you have Curios. Those are additional way to upgrade your squad. If you go to the vendor here you'll be able to buy eventually the Curios with the coins you'll be getting for doing battles in this mode. And also you will be getting those Curios just from certain battles or certain chests on the floor. And those are additional way to upgrade your team. So for example, I like this Vial of Vitality. If you click on it, heals 1 or 3 or 5 allies by 5% of their maximum HP on every 8, 7 or 6 turn taken by an allied champion. So basically, every time you take 8 turns, one of your champions will get healed by 5%. It's a nice passive bonus that keeps you alive. Now, you can see it's star 1. If you will, let's say if you buy this from here, and then you will get it again from some chest, it will upgrade to star 2. And this is how this goes. So each like 1/3/5 is basically, if you have a 1-star Curio, it heals 1. If you have a 2-star Curio, it heals 3. And this is how it is separated. You will learn what they do eventually. I can always help you to choose the good ones, but also you can read and you can kind of guess what they are doing. I will not go over them now. And this is you will buying with the Grim coins, and then you will be also getting a Grim Gold. And Grim Gold, you'll be able to buy these chests at the end of the month, which basically give you a good gear, or possibly good gear. Then you have quests here. Those will be done, manually. When you basically, this thing here is play and you will get rewards. You don't need to worry about them as of right now. And then there is one more thing. Each one of those little oxagons, whatever they are, sexta, oxta, whatever, have a chance to give you 1 charm. And this is just pure RNG. You don't know where they are. You will just be going on the map and you might pick them up. If you will pick 15 of them, you might get one of these rewards. Normal difficulty is not that great, I'll be honest, for the rewards. It's good for brews, so it will help you do like a champion trainings, but the hard difficulty is where it really begins, because you can get some amazing rewards, but don't worry about it now. Okay, that's enough of yappage for just the basics. I will show it now in practice. So every single time you start, you go to the Grim Forest, at the start of the month, you start here. You already see that you've been here. This is basically your start. This is like the old camp. I think it will be revealed the name. And you can choose whichever you want. So you can see this is like what is it, turquoise or bluish, baby blue. This means you can choose. You can go either down or up. These bottom are green. If I click here, it says unavailable. I'm gonna choose just for now to go up. I click here. Okay, now I moved here, right? So 3 new paths unlocked. I can go 3 new paths here, or I can just choose and go here instead because I'm still connected to this. Now you can see 1 step ahead. So if I go here, I'm gonna be able to do this battle. If I go here, this battle. If I go here, this battle. These battles without the face of some champion is that it's just 3 waves and nothing else. It's just like those floors on the cursed tower. Oh, sorry, the Doom Tower. If you see the face of a champion, there is a boss at the end. Those are usually tougher, and you kind of want to get a higher level and some cards before you tackle those bosses. So I'm gonna go up, and what can happen is that you can get ambushed. So I got ambushed, but the energy was not yet consumed because I have to beat this ambush before I can proceed. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna click here, and you see here who you are against. If you click on them, you can read their abilities if you want. Then you draw your champion, And here you can see which of your team was selected. So I click confirm, and here those 4 champions here I am not able to select because they were not drafted, right? So if you are not happy with that, you can do redraw. I suggest not to do that unless you really have to, because you have only 2 per day or eventually 4 per day. So now I'm gonna draft a good team that will be able to beat those guys. Okay, I'm gonna click start, and since you are beginning and your team is weak still, even outside of Green Forest, there is a chance you're gonna have to maybe do this manually and learn, what your characters do, what enemy does. I can just do it, naturally. So I'm just gonna let them do that. And yeah, those are just standard battles. There is not much into it. It's just 3 waves you're going to beat, and then you can proceed, since we are not fighting boss at the end. And the last one. You can see our Yukimasa in action. Great, so we won. What did I earn? I earned that thing that was on the picture there before fighting it. Those are for the gear enhancements. I got 50 green coins, 5 green gold, and some experience. This experience is what you will be getting levels for. So if I check now, you can see there is like a half build. So I am basically like halfway down to level 2. So let's just quickly continue. Again, some of them are not available. I'm gonna draft a team. I don't think I need any supports there. You will probably need to though. I yapped so much and so quickly, my throat is so fucking sore right now. You did this. I can promise you, when you'll be doing these things... Oh, Ugo. When you'll be doing this stuff and playing this Green Forest, you will find some champions you will absolutely hate. I found some that I like. They're despicable champions. Like, they are not good, but they are so annoying that you just don't want to face them. All right, so I beaten my second battle, and now I am level 2. And if you click, you'll be offered these 3 trade cards. So we can get HP or speed, attack or accuracy, defense, HP speed or attack accuracy or defense and resilience. And you can see here that they are uncommon, uncommon, uncommon. This is like the lowest quality you can find. Eventually you will find like a rare one, which is going to have more stats, epic one with even more stats, or legendary one on level 10, 20 and 30, which is going to have the best stat possible. And as I explained at the beginning, resilience is the best for the start and speed second best, so we are going to go with the resilience for now. And you can see more opened. Now you can see here, we can go down to fight, we can go take an altar, or we can go and take a curio. Altars and curios always, I would say, have a priority because they can give you strength you need to fight bosses. So first I'm gonna go take an altar. No, this is the bonus 8, right? So now I'm gonna be drafting more champions when I'll go fight, and if I click here, I have a 1 out of 1 8 altar. So all 8 altars I could have found, I already collected, and this is an amazing help. Now I'm gonna go get a curio. So, okay, this is probably my favorite curio, so this is very lucky. I'm gonna collect and equip, and if you go to your squad progress, you can see it's already equipped. And here you can read what it does. At the start of each ally's turn, has a 10, 15, 20% chance to decrease a random skill's cooldown by 1%. So on level star, on 1 level star, there is only 10% chance that you will decrease a cooldown of one of your skills, but if you can get it to 3 star, it's 20% chance, and it can be really, really helpful. eventually, and that's why I like it. It's just when it procs and when you get it, it's a huge help, and it can basically determine a win or lose. And this is basically the entire point. You want to go look around and try to find. So I don't want to make it any more longer than it is now, but I will explain one more thing. So you can see we started in an area that's green. But here you can see some of them are already yellow. So this basically means that easy is the easiest area. You can go up to the yellow, which is a little bit tougher. And eventually you will get to red area, which is really tough. And if you beat the main goal of this thing, which is one of the bosses, you will unlock this storm here, which is purple area. And I think I beat it in recently for the first time myself, so on a hard difficulty, so don't worry about that yet. So yeah, now I'm gonna quickly show you also how the boss fight looks. So basically these bosses are just normal champions that they created as a bosses, which is really cool. Some of them are super annoying as a bosses. All right, I will quickly draft a team. Okay, both my speed champions are locked. So I can show you now that I can redraw, because I won one of them at least, and now I have my Ezio with speed aura, so I can continue playing. Okay, so when it comes to boss battles, there is going to be two normal waves of monsters or bosses, or champions, and then at the end there's going to be boss with also a squad of people, and bosses are usually immune to something. Like for example, you cannot stun boss, you cannot freeze boss, you cannot slow boss down, right? So some champions that would be normally like useless and you wouldn't think about them twice, as a bosses they can be formidable, so you're gonna have to be careful about that. And since they cannot be stunned or frozen, and some bosses are revivers, which is really tough thing to deal with at the beginning when you're just starting this. So now we can see there is a boss, giant health bar. You can read on the boss, you can read what it does. This one is not a reviver, right? So for example, now I'm gonna show you why are the Awakened Stars important champions. If you click on this passive, Awaken Weakness, decreases damage inflicted by boss for each awakening level on the target champion, and it shows you how much. So basically the more stars you have, the red stars, the stronger you are against the boss, and the weaker is boss against you. That's why it's important to have those stars, right? And why it is good that you build your Petrifier, for example, and so on. And yeah, and basically, usually what's happening here, you want to focus at before you target the boss, and you want to kill the reviver first, the healer first, then go to other important enemies and so on. Which one is what you will learn over time, right? Sometimes what will happen, you will defeat every single one of them, and the last one you saved for to kill last is the reviver, and he revives everyone, and you have to do everything all over again, right? So that can happen, and you know, it's just part of the learning which I had to go through as well. Now I'm gonna stun every single one of them, and the boss was not stunned, so yeah, that's tough. Alright, boss is defeated, you gain some rewards, they are usually better than from the normal stuff, and boss is defeated, and new road has showed up. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil you to you what is the big bad boss of this thing, what are the mini bosses, because she was nothing. There are actual, like, specially crafted bosses just for Grim Forest. I'm gonna let you experience it for the first time. No, I'm not gonna spoil the fun for you, but you get a gist, right? You want to travel across, you want to beat what you can beat, and resilience, speed is the best thing. Here you choose whatever you want. And yeah, it's all up to you. Of course, you can ask me anytime you want something. And yeah, this is probably the longest video yet, so I'm gonna cut it off. Goodbye, Brad.